I've heard, the way that you fix transmissions is when they start losing gears, you just keep adding more fluid. And then when we pull the drive shaft, about 2 quarts comes out the back.
I think some people shouldn't own vehicles. They just need to fix bicycles.
Yeah. Yeah, hey, Nissan Maximas, man, that's a great, reliable vehicle. Y'all should look into one.
Stick with it.
Yeah, stick in it. So we got Murder Ram back here. Gabe did not add all this fluid before anyone says that. He bought the truck back with some transmission problems. He knew about it when he got it. Told us he was bringing it. So we've got the boys over at Firepunk scheduled to rebuild this trans. So we're going to be taking it with us along with our trans out of the teal truck. So lots of Dodge things this week, man. I mean, we've got one Dodge there with the motor out and the transmission out. We've got that one that's just, I mean, it's about to be big.
No trans, no motor.
No trans, no motor or trans. Doesn't run. About to have no trans. Let's see, what other? No motor or trans in the other Dodge here.
We're looking for anybody who wants to come help push trucks.
Anybody that's a really good transmission builder that just wants a full-time job, just holler at us, man. But yeah, we had to push this thing in by ourselves, and we broke a sweat because it's like 100 degrees today.
Bro, we pushed that one. We pushed that one.
Yeah, Bubba pushed this one out by himself the other day and about had a hernia.
Still have.
Yeah, okay. Well, it's still there. But yeah, they also stripped all the bolts in the rear drive shaft, so that's nice too. Get the trans out of this one today though. Hopefully gonna load that one, and I think I've got one other trans. I've got like 3 transmissions I'm taking with me to Firepunk. Firepunk is gonna rebuild mine same day. The rest of these they did not have time for on the schedule, so they're gonna rebuild them all and then ship them out where they're supposed to go. And then we've got some exciting news for y'all on this one. Not gonna completely spoil it. Gonna let Gabe give you all the details. That's not my build to reveal, but he's got some cool stuff we're gonna be doing to this one and some stuff we're gonna be fixing. So what's your opinions on the first second gen in here that we will ever accept because of, you know, what's been done? The common rail swap.
Oh, I like the common rail swap.
Yeah, I mean,
it's actually a really clean truck.
It is.
It just needs some love.
She needs some love. Yeah, it's a very good start.
It's got the normal kind of crease fender.
It's got the normal Gabe thing. He lowers things too much. The tire's too big, and it just bounces.
But no, it's great.
But yeah, no, it's a pretty straight body truck. Yeah.
Interiors.
Yeah, I like the interior. I like the interior a lot. We're about to do some stuff in the interior, but we're gonna get this trans out. Gonna get everything loaded up. I'll keep y'all updated. That's tight. There's the golden nugget out of ours. I think Firepunk ended up figuring out where that rod came from. So we're gonna, Bubba, did you keep the rod?
No, I don't know.
We're gonna take it with us. There it is.
Yeah.
Yep. So I'm gonna return this. That's theirs. The little rod. But yeah, we can get to work. All right, guys. Bubba has got the transmission out of Murder Ram. We got it on the pallet, ready to go. I just got back from paint. We kind of have a new painter we're working with. He did really, really good on this stuff. But we have all of our paint match pieces for the new daily build. This is kind of just, as you know, you can tell by the name, this is going to be a truck I'm going to drive every day. This dually's a lot to drive with how big it is, and I hate putting miles on the tow pig because it already pulls so many trailers and travels so much in the first place. But yeah, all the paint looks really good. Me and Bubba are about to get this thing together, and tomorrow morning I will be heading out to Firepunk. We've got a bunch of stuff. There's a valence. Literally every plastic on this truck we painted, antennas and all. So me and him are going to work on getting this thing back together. Hopefully we get it done in a decent time. We'll get the transmissions loaded up, and I will be heading to Firepunk about 4 in the morning. But tomorrow's going to be a really cool day of hanging out with those dudes. They're going to rebuild my transmission for the teal truck, and we're just going to have a good time. So stay tuned, guys. Appreciate you. 37 alarms. We're gonna hit the road. Hope y'all enjoy the video. Overdrives look good?
Yep. So you can see like barely any slipping in the overdrive. Those are, you put those right back in.
So those are good to go.
Yep.
What's not savable so far?
Well, we haven't gotten any torn up out yet. I can tell you that the reverse band's going to be gone because that thing is loose to me.
She is gone. I think he's done this once or twice.
Once or twice. Problems with the electric pump in here not flowing enough volume. So I put a valve body in here and it'd make 165 pounds of pressure, put it in the truck and make 200.
Okay.
And so it was hard to fill the valve body, test it on the bench and send it out when the customer had different pressure than what it would show on the bench. Because the volume was
What'd you do to fix that?
So we built this custom handy dandy stand. We got a 10 horsepower electric motor and a sleeve that we can actually drive a 47 or 48 inch pump to feed the valve body. So now we can test the pump and valve body combination together. And I know that if it makes 200 PSI here, it should make 200 in the truck.
I like the ratchet strap setup.
No, hey, it's custom. But we had this because I had this on a board. That way I can loosen the strap, slide this back, slide the sleeve back, take the pump out, put a new pump in it, put it back together.
Pretty neat.
Yeah.
Y'all do everything in-house, don't you?
Yep. I mean, we have converters. We have EPC build our full converters.
Yeah, Phil.
Georgia. And this is a tumbler. We can throw, like, if we refresh your trans, your steels that come out of it, if they're still nice and flat and don't have any burning on them, you can turn this guy on and throw them there.
You can save them, reuse them. Yeah.
About an hour's time, they'll be good.
Come back out good. It's pretty handy.
That goes for a lot of parts that we throw in there, have a little bit of burns on them.
Uh-oh, she's got a bill.
Yeah. Fill a little light piston, direct drum, intermediate.
See any carnage yet?
This is
Given the reverse failure, what's going to be wrong?
so there's your reverse fan.
Okay. Oh yeah, it's done.
You can see the material's just going on it. So the reverse drum, down to metal on metal. It's just like a brake that the pads wear out.
Yeah.
So we'll replace the reverse drum, the reverse fan. And like I was telling you on shift linkage, all it takes is one time on a full manual shift linkage being wrong. When you shift it first to second, if it doesn't fully release the reverse band, it'll drag this band.
Right.
And 1 or 2 miles of this band dragging and it's gone. These are very strong if everything's good.
If everything's done properly.
Very fragile and strong. But like this is your first gear forward clutch. They look brand new.
They do.
So we can measure them. They're 65 thousandths clearance.
I say we can probably reuse all the clutches, can't we?
As long as they're within, if they're 62 to 65 thousand, put them right back in.
I mean, we'll probably still refresh it once a year after we get through all the little kinks. Yeah. Well, I mean, just precautions.
Yep. It doesn't hurt to look at it. Like the quad cab, I'll often pull it out in the winter, open it up and look at it. But I went 3 years on a set of clutches on the quad cab.
Yeah.
But
I mean, you were also taking it apart and checking it and constantly adjusting everything.
That gives me a good idea of what it looks like. Sometimes you start seeing some. This is your second gear band. Obviously it wasn't slipping, it's not burned. This is the direct clutch 3rd gear. So those clutches still look good.
Yeah, everything
on the
looks good.
steels, you see a couple of these hot spots.
Yeah.
So that tells you that you were under high pressure, high apply. It's basically taking a couple revolutions before it stops the clutch. So if you've got enough material, enough band material in your filter to start dropping line pressure, then you start seeing some of this slip condition in here. So I don't see anything bad. We'll probably change a couple of these steels that have hot spots in them.
But you can just throw them in the tumbler and reuse them, can't you?
Yeah, as long as they're flat. We've got a big flat stone over there. We'll set it on there. Make sure they don't have any warping.
Make sure it's not wavy.
If it's got hot spots on it, we'll often replace it. If it's just got wear marks, you throw them in the tumbler, they look like brand new.
Okay. What input shaft was in this unit?
This is a Sonics 23 spline input shaft, one piece.
I couldn't remember what we ordered it with.
The comp 2 units come with all billet shafts, but not every size. So you have a Sonics one-piece input shaft, you have a billet intermediate shaft, and you have a billet output shaft.
Which for the 800 horsepower we're making, that's all we'll ever need.
Yep.
Yeah.
So the standard size input, I mean, these things take a heck of a beating.
I made 1100 on one.
We've had guys make 1500 on these. But what happens is what happens with the standard input is when you make 1200 horsepower and you lock it up, this thing yields a little bit and then comes back. The bigger the shaft, the less it yields and the longer that life is going to be. So you get 300-400 passes on it, it can start developing internal hairline.
It'll start twisting, won't it?
And it start getting
I did. I twisted the last one.
Eventually, the big input is basically an insurance policy. It's just going to do the same thing that the standard one's going to do. It's just going to keep the last one before it ends up yielding enough that it starts twisting.
About all that.
Yep, those all look brand new. So really, it looks like reverse bands are only problem.
Only part that needs replaced, really?
Yep. Well, obviously, we're going to tear everything down, clean it, reverse drum, and reverse band. Okay. Everything else looks okay. We're going to replace a couple of those steels that have hot spots. Anytime you open up the trans, your friction steels are the cheapest thing in there.
Yeah.
So anything that's in question, we change it, just so you start fresh and the pump looks good.
As cheap as they are, it's not worth having it apart and not changing them.
You're what, $600 for all new frictions, steels, bearings, bushings, like a master kit. So there's really no point in taking the time to take the trans down, run everything in the parts washer, and put something that's at all questionable back in, for sure on the cheap parts. But expensive stuff is hard parts.
Where's this going? Parts washer?
Yeah, we'll
next.
take this down, all the hard parts, run through the parts washer, get all cleaned, and then they get assembled over there on the clean bench.
Heck yeah.
This is the dirty table. You make a mess here.
Yeah, this looked like the breakdown table. Well, we got a couple other transmissions for you, I believe. I think we got Gabe's 2-wheel drive trans right here. We're putting that back in next week. They're going to get it rebuilt for us, and we're going to get a new converter and everything for it. This is just a stock trans right now, and we're going to go to Comp 2, but see what else we can find. So this is the mystery mascot tool we found?
Yeah, that's your mystery piece. So what it's used is to assemble this. So it makes it easier for the valve body assembler to put this together. You line this up, and then you just pop that in there like this. And then this piece, you're supposed to drop it back out.
Ah,
so really
it wasn't even supposed to be in there. Yeah.
It just serves the purpose just to hold that pin in while you assemble it. So it really doesn't do you any harm.
So it wasn't any harm that it was even in the pan.
If you see that in your pan, don't freak out. The builder just forgot to flop the thing out of the... But what I wanted to show you guys here is how important your shift linkage is. And for every detent, you can see as you move your shift linkage, then it's moving this manual valve. If it doesn't pop out. So if your shift linkage is off just a little bit, this manual valve does not move correctly in the valve body. And if you can see how little this peg is going in and blocking off one port and opening it up another. So if your shift linkage on your full manual valve body is only off just even a 1/16 of an inch, it can drag your reverse band and have the failure that you have here. And even if you shift it real slow from first gear to second gear, it's dragging that reverse band momentarily So it's always good to shift nice, clean, and crisp.
So be aggressive on a full manual.
Don't be scared to shift it fast.
Yeah.
The faster you shift it, the faster.
As long as everything's adjusted properly.
Yep. If it turns one off and turns the other on, that's what you want.
Okay.
So.
Well, a little bit of knowledge for everybody.
Tech tip of the day.
Yeah.
Because we see that on the full manuals. Guys are scared, and so they're they first start driving them. They're just kind of shifting real slow, and it's better to pop it.
Just be aggressive with the shifts at least.
Turn one band off and turn the.
So y'all keep a lot in stock, don't you?
Try to keep enough to build 10 transmissions at all times. Just because
pretty good.
You end up with behind. Sometimes you go place an order and stuff is a couple weeks out. And I try to have stuff here on the shelf.
Inputs were on a really bad back order for a long time.
During COVID, we had tons of problems, and we just kept placing our orders every month.
Bigger and bigger.
And so about mid last summer, it freaking rained input shafts in here.
So you're good now.
That's been giving us the ability to put 35 transmissions on the shelf. Like you see, those are all input, output shafts, intermediate shafts on up there.
Yep.
And then we have more standard size mill inputs up here.
Right.
And then we have, these are all Sonic drums for the 68 RP overdrive clutch hubs, or overdrive drums for the Sonic 68 RPs.
Gonna be needing some of those here soon in in Garrett's old truck. Yep. The way I drive them.
turn the power up. You'll find a need for it.
So does it come in white though?
We can make it white.
Yeah. I was about to say I'm not seeing any white transmissions. Yeah, if it's for us, it's got to be white. Now it won't be when it comes back out, but y'all got a lot of inventory.
These are all transmissions that are available. So guys break a trans today and stop by and pick one up tomorrow, or we can drop ship it and ship them nationwide. That's something that I've been trying to do for 14 years since I started doing this. And COVID, we got way behind because of inventory shortages. But then that actually, because of our supply, we kept putting our orders in. So when they actually did catch up, we got all this excess inventory.
Right.
And we hired up and staffed up to where we could build out ahead. And so now we've got a huge inventory. We try to keep 35 transmissions on the shelf.
That's good.
And then
y'all got plenty.
You come buy one today, we'll replace the inventory instead of ordering specific, unless you've got specific needs. If you've got a big input shaft that you want to build a hybrid trans, like we build transmissions custom for different applications.
Whatever the customer wants.
Yeah. So, but our normal Towmaster, Street Track, Comp 1, Comp 2, Comp 3s, and 47 and 48 RE down on the shelf, ready to rock.
Well, it's pretty impressive how much inventory you got. You even got a 68 up there, I see.
I think we've got 5 68s on the shelf ready to go.
So, is what you're doing for us pretty normal, like the one day stuff, or is it like?
We've got a lot of guys, because if you break down,
Yeah.
and you got to drive up here and drop it off, then drive back up here and pick it up, it's a hassle. But if you can take one day off, come up here, in 4 or 5 hours and have it fixed up, send you on your way with it.
So, the greatest thing was we were able to pull the trans, I think last Wednesday. I called them, they got me in, and we're doing a whole one day situation where we're coming up here, dropping the trans off, they're rebuilding it while we're here, and then we can take it back with us. You kind of need people to be here early, I'm guessing.
Yep.
We were a little late. Forgot about the time zone change and we hit traffic, but they're still going to make it happen. But let's go find the cool stuff.
Let's go find the...
The magic happens.
This is where all the fun stuff is.
The clean stuff. It's air conditioned and very clean over here. Well, the other building's air conditioned too, but.
So we've got the Pro Mod, trying to get it ready for Shide this weekend.
I'm debating whether or not I'm going, but I might go. You think it'll be a good turnout?
It's going to be a good show.
Okay.
Shide's always a big crowd because they have the sled pulls, and you can watch racing during the day and watch sled.
Do y'all do any sled pulling anymore?
We have customers that we are either doing fabrication work on, or we do tuning for a lot of the sled pullers.
Yeah.
I personally don't do sled pulling.
You don't pull no more? No. I tried it the other day. I really liked it.
I don't know. I don't dislike it. When I go to my Plain City hometown pull, I enjoy sled pulling.
Y'all just had your sled pulling event. I forgot about that.
Compared to going 150 mile an hour or more,
in a pro mod. Yeah. I was about to say, this thing's kind of next level as far as that goes. Custom chassis, everything, right? You brought them the motor, and they built the chassis around the motor, didn't they?
Brothers built the whole chassis, and that's all about getting your weight transfer right, so your front to rear weight bias is correct.
I saw him with you at Rocky Top. I figured he was helping set everything up.
So we've got, with a new car, you've got a whole new ECU, you've got a whole new power box, everything, all the controls different. We have a 5-speed Liberty transmission,
right?
The tie drive,
yeah, that transmission's wild. I saw y'all taking it apart at Rocky Top.
Yeah, we've had it out 4 times just to change torque converter stall.
Yeah, you were doing a stator change, I believe, at Rocky Top.
We've changed it 3 times since then. So
yeah,
we're finally getting really close to where we need to be. Last time we were out, we were still about 300 RPM off of where we wanted to be. So we made one more change. Haven't been back to the track yet. We're hoping to test Thursday.
What's the fastest pass so far?
We've just done 60 foot. So
60 foot? Okay.
107, 60 foot's the fastest we've been. I mean, we coasted to a 470 something. But
I haven't talked to Rod. Do you think he's going to make shots? I was about to say, I think that thing's in pieces.
Yeah, they've got quite a bit of work to do on that.
Yeah.
I think the car's at Modern. They have to do body work. And
harnesses too,
yeah. Harnesses, so they'll get it back together pretty quick.
They'll get it. They're quick.
But
they put that thing together quick.
Yeah. Real unfortunate is, man, it sucks. That car was
safety equipment did its job though. That's what's important. Yeah.
You can't complain if you have an accident like that. Nobody gets hurt. You can always.
Honestly, for what happened, I thought it wasn't that bad.
Right. Yeah, it could have been way worse.
Yeah. I mean,
fire comes up and it goes right back out because the fire suppression system makes it worth every penny.
All right, guys, huge thank you to the crew over at Firepunk. The hospitality's 10 out of 10 as always. Love these guys. They're good people. We're going to get on the road. They got us taken care of. We got the Golden Nugget back, all refreshed. They actually did it in record time. We got here about 11 o'clock, and I believe it's like 2, maybe 2:30. So we're heading home. We got about a 5.5 hour drive, so we're still going to be getting home pretty late. But appreciate the Firepunk crew, and thank you all for watching the video.